dinner tonight?
I might take home one of the chicken strips from here. I don't know. I was thinking.
But won't those get soggy?
I got an air fryer. Crisp them right up.
Oh, that's a good idea. I might have to do it myself.
Are you ready?
Looking sharp, MP. So what happened to the lady that I replaced?
Yeah, she kept asking for selfies and autographs.
That's gotta be kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Everything good, MP? Looking good, MP?
on Pete. Let's go. What's up, bro?
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Now a chance to check out which rookies are the best of the best. Still in February, so there is a lot of season left to go. But this group, folks, has separated themselves in the race for Rookie of the Year. And you look at Tiny all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be
cream of the crop. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, a rookie year can be unpredictable, but he's consistently stood out from the crowd.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick, and it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Tiny out there with Buzelis, and it's Herter in at the three, the small forward. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Ingram.
What's the screen?
It's rebounded by Giddey. And here are the Bulls now. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Tiny, defended by Pirtle. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Pass to Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Herter. Here's Ingram. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Tiny. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Down low, here's Pirtle, and it's blocked. White looking around. To the paint, here's Tiny. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Here's Barnes, and the shot is long. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pirtle with a screen on Herter. Ingram against Herter. Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. Now, quickly. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David. Here's Quickly after the made shot from Tiny. It's Ingram on the wing. He's defended by Herter. And that one's good. Barnes.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. When he's hitting from three, this guy is almost unguardable.
Pass to Tiny. To the inside. Here's Bruce Ellis. Now White. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Takes a three. Hits it from three-point range.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Inside. Here's Pirtle. Some solid defense right there from Tiny. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Pacers in Indy. Pass to Giddey. Herter with it. A three ball. Another three for Chicago.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Ellis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
Here's Dick. He has yet to score. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the Raptors miss again. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Tiny. Pass to White. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Bulls. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, Toronto. Right behind them, just one spot down.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
So it's Chicago now, following the miss by Scotty Barnes.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Quickly looking it over. Going inside. Ellis grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Tiny. To the middle. Here's White. No problem on the jumper in close. White's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Raptors.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Pass to Dick. To the inside to stop the drought. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. Here's Hurt after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Tiny. Back to Herter. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Ingram finds Pirtle. Ingram wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. Ingram's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Well, I can tell you as a coach, you've got a lot of confidence in Ingram taking that shot.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Buzelis. And Jones subbed in for Kevin Herter.
Nikola Vucevic. Trey Jones.
White the pass to Tyler. Six to shoot. Back to White. Some solid defense from Ingram. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to quickly. Hurdle sets the pick for quickly. Over Jones. Again, Toronto. Chicago has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Tiny, covered by Barnes. Inside to stop the run, and it's White getting it to go. White's got 7 points. And so quickly will bring it up for Toronto. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Now here's White. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And that one falls for White. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Zach Collins checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Josh Giddey. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, it took a little while, but White has established himself as a big-time scorer, and he does it from all 3 levels.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Boucher sets a screen for Barrett. Clock at 6. Shoots over Dosunmu. Barrett, no good. Bulls have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. White, good.
Hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Quickly with it. Last game he had 12. Pass to Barrett. It's over. Dosunmu. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
That one's in. His first shot this game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Abaji. Boucher the screen. Barrett kicks to Boucher. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Dosunmu finds Collins.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Boucher with a screen on Jones. Here's quickly. Pass to Abaji. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
And Collins is right there. And now a 9-point Chicago lead.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Check in for the Bulls.
Checking into the game for your Bulls. Number 2, Lonzo Ball.
.109 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to quickly. Can they get it? Rebounded by Vucevic.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. That falls. Nice speed that time from Ball.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
35 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to quickly. Six on the shot clock. And the dunk by Boucher.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
The Bulls leading by 9. Jones looking for an opening. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Kobe White, he's been feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Josh Giddey is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Dosumu. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Tiny in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny in the last game against the Clippers was tremendous. He tallied 50 points and a triple-double for all that effort. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
No one near Boucher as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Tiny. Boucher defending. Here's Tiny. Here's Buzelis. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Ingram dishes to Barrett. Fires from deep. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
Pass to Buzelis. Down low. Here's Tiny. Nails the baby hook. Tiny's got his third basket of the night.
Well, I like the recognition there. He has the size advantage. Take it.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
The shot by Tiny, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Shed. Still yet to score. Barrett, no good. To the inside. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Boucher, and he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And the basket by Tiny.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Boucher. Boucher sets a screen for Ingram. Out to Barrett. Puts up a 3. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Tiny. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Tiny's got 12 points in the game. Raptors trail by 10. Pass to Boucher. Here's Shed. He's covered by Ball. Here's Shed. Nothing on the board. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Kevin Huerter is checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Dosumu. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Giddey. Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. And he's good on the 3 ball. Giddey's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
And the shot goes in. And it's 7 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's Giddey, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Here's Tiny, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Poeltl's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. Quickly comes in for R.J. Barrett.
Emmanuel Quickly.
Herder against Ingram. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the basket by Tiny.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set. Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Tiny. He's got 14. Here's Giddey. Up and in on the layup. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the middle. Here's Poeltl. And it's denied. Giddey against Quickly. Here's Tiny. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists tonight. Raptors trail by 15. And here is Quickly. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Buzelis.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Poeltl. And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Raptors trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Giddey the pass to Tiny. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Herder against Ingram. Poeltl with a screen on Herder. Now here's Ingram. 17 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Herder. And it's Ingram missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Tiny. He's got 18. Inside. And Herder gets it to go. Herder's got 5 points so far.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Poeltl. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. 14 points for him.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Giddey kicks to Smith. To the inside. Here's Tiny. Some solid defense from Poeltl. Raptors trail by 14. Ingram passes to Barnes. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Tiny, and Trey Jones up. In for Josh Giddey.